Hello everyone, good day. I am Teacher Cristine. Welcome to Oral Communication class. To start, let's have a guessing game. Can you guess the word that the pictures depict? You have 10 seconds to answer. You're right. The word is communication. In this video, you will learn about the nature and elements of communication. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the functions, nature, and process of communication. Learning to speak well is one of the most important goals in our life, for it equips us with skills needed for the rest of our lives. Our success lies on our ability to express our feelings and emotions, to state ideas and thoughts, and to persuade others. Communication is indeed very important in our life. But what is communication? Communication is from the Latin term communicare, which means to share or to make common. This suggests that communication is an act that brings people together, or an experience shared by individuals who subsequently establish relationships and communities. Mac Cornack defines communication as a process of sharing and conveying messages or information from one person to another within and across channels, contexts, media, and culture. More simply, communication is said to be the creation and exchange of meaning to achieve a particular goal or purpose. Now let's talk about the nature of communication. Number 1. Communication is a process. It involves sending and receiving messages through different channels. The sender and the receiver take an active part in communication process, since it is a two-way process. Number 2. Communication occurs between two or more people. Number 3. Communication can be expressed through written or spoken words, actions, or both spoken words and non-verbal actions at the same time. It can also be expressed through graphical representations such as infographics, maps and charts, signs, signals, and behavior. Communication is divided into elements which help us better understand its mechanics or process. The elements are the following. First is the sender. Sender represents the source of information or message. Sender is the one who delivers the message to the receiver. Message. This refers to the information, ideas, or thoughts conveyed by the speaker in words or actions. Encoding. Encoding is the process of converting the message into words, actions, or other forms that the speaker understands. Channel. This serves as a vehicle used in transmitting messages or ideas. It can be personal or non-personal, written, verbal or spoken, or non-verbal, which refers to actions, gestures, facial expression in which the encoded message is conveyed. Next is decoding. Decoding is the process of interpreting the encoded message. This is done by the receiver. The receiver is the recipient of the message. Next is feedback. Feedback refers to the reactions, responses, or information provided by the receiver. Context. Context is the environment where communication takes place. It can be face-to-face interaction, a fun conversation, a group discussion, a meeting or interview, a letter, a class recitation, and many others. The last one is barrier. This is the factor that affects the flow of communication. Noise is an example of a barrier. Communication is a dynamic, ongoing, and non-static activity. But how does the process happen? First, the sender or speaker generates an idea. Then he decodes an idea or converts the idea into words or actions. speaker transmits or sends out a message to the receiver. The receiver gets the message. The reception of the message can be affected by the barrier. The receiver decodes or interprets the message based on the context. Then the receiver sends or provides feedback. To better understand the process, here's an example. Daphne loves Rico, her suitor, as a friend. She thinks of how to tell him using their native language. She tells him, "Rico, mahal kita bilang kaibigan." Rico hears what Daphne says. He tries to analyze what she means based on their relationship, and he is heartbroken. He frowns and does not say something because he is in pain. In this example, Daphne is the sender of the message, while Rico acts as the receiver. Rico did not say something, but his frowning can be considered as a feedback. Let's have a recap of what we have learned. Take a look at this picture. Remember that communication is the process of sending and receiving messages through verbal or non-verbal means. It can happen between two or more people. There are 9 elements, namely sender, message, encoding, channel, decoding, receiver, feedback, context, and barrier. The process starts from the sender. The sender encodes the message, then delivers it through channel. When the receiver gets the message, he decodes or interprets it based on the context. The receiver then sends a message. This time, let's have a game. It's called What's the Word? This is the same with the game we did in the first part of this video. I am going to show you pictures, then give the word that they depict. You can write your answers on your notebook. You will be given 10 seconds to answer each item. Are you ready? Let's start. Now let's check your answers. Number 1, message. Number 2, sender. Number 3, feedback. Number 4, receiver. Number 5, context. Number 6, encoding. Number 7, barrier. Number 8, coding. And number 9, channel. There you have it. I'm sure you got the correct answers. So for your assignment, write your answer to the following questions on your journal. First, what did you learn about communication? Second, what is the primary purpose of communication? Third, what do you think are the functions of communication? Your journal will be graded according to content 8 points, idea development 7 points, organization 5 points, mechanics 5 points for a total of 25 points.
So that ends our lesson. Have a nice day.